Hey everybody, welcome to AJS News. This is video 2 of 2 for today.
But first, a word from our sponsors. Hey guys, grab yourself an extra wallet. Links are down below. We have some of the very exclusive black design that we created, the Angry Joe Show wallet design with the cool bottle opener. So check those out while they are still in limited quantities. Grab one for yourself or your friends. I just got one for Patrick. So yeah, get one for your family and friends. He's joined the club now. The box wallet. Like I said, I got compliments from an attractive lady asking me about my wallet, and I went into in depth about its functions and functionalities. Yeah. So Alex, what the heck else? If you didn't watch our first news, go watch that now. We have completed Baldur's Gate. It took us, many hours, late nights. We are formulating our thoughts. Please be patient on this. It is a massive game. I can already tell you I fucking love it. All right? It's a massive game. It's just going to take a little while because there's so much footage to go through. So please be patient on that. We're working on it this week in full production. So, yeah. Alex, what the heck else has gone on in gaming news?
Well, if you haven't finished Baldur's Gate 3 and it's because you don't have a PC, Valve may be able to help you. So Valve is going to start selling refurbished Steam Decks. And so these are thoroughly tested Steam Decks with the full warranty that you would get if you bought it. And they're pretty discounted. So the 64 gigabyte Valve certified refurbished, $319, $256 for $419, and $512 for $519. So these are things that you can add more, external memory within them.
Yeah,
there's all sorts of things that you can do with it, to play other games.
Yeah,
you ever had Yuzu? It's delicious.
Yeah, it's so good. It is so good.
Yeah,
Y'all need to check that out.
It's really cool. But you can play Baldur's Gate 3 on it. And
what did that one flew over my head?
Oh,
yuzu?
Yeah, it's a fruit, citrus. I would say that G Fuel has one that fully emulates the flavor wonderfully.
Oh, okay,
and it's really great.
Well, I was gonna say, Joe, can you maybe send an email to Steam, see if they want to do like a straight up trade? There's a certain console that's sitting in the background of our videos.
Oh, that's right.
We go straight up trade, maybe a PlayStation VR 2 for one of those refurb Steam Decks.
I mean, you probably get like a joystick for the Steam Deck for that thing. I don't know if you're going to get a full
one joystick piece.
Yeah.
We'll give them the code, too, for Call of the Mountain.
We do have one free Call of the Mountain code. Call of the Climb the Mountain code.
Yeah, so one is something you can play thousands of games and is great.
By the way, still for sale, $600. A Angry Joe Show with PlayStation VR 2.
Yeah.
Paperweight, I mean. That will be an ongoing joke.
Until something good comes out.
Until somebody gives us $600.
Nothing coming out.
Nothing's coming out. If we're just hawking stuff, I still got magic cards. You guys want to buy my magic?
Oh, somebody messaged me and was like, "Hey, if you're serious,
message."
I think the.
Why didn't you tell me? I'm serious.
I'm trying to look for it. I'm trying to look for it.
I have like the full deck box information. I've got everything priced out with condition and everything.
Alex is not joking. Magic cards, and he's got good ones. This is a Magic judge. It's his passion for a long time.
It was no longer. So
I got to figure out where. I don't know where the message.
How dare you? I
was looking for it.
Don't message Joe. Just go to our Discord or something.
Yeah, and then I'll make sure we include some like OJ nudes or whatever that you want as in addition. So, all right, let's talk about Darker Darker. They found a new publisher. They are still in legal trouble as far as like that thing hasn't been settled. But
I was almost about to download it. Me and Patrick were like looking for a game to play together. What did we settle on? We did the Men of War 2 play test. Tempest Rising. I'll put some little impressions videos of that demo, which was really cool. That was in the THQ showcase. Watch our THQ showcase, by the way. Lots of new games that came out, our opinions on that. But I didn't end up downloading it because it's like, man, I don't feel like having a separate client. When are we getting back on Steam?
It's gonna be a while.
It is a problem, and it's something that like you have all of these downloaders, and then you don't want to do. And then Epic Games uses like 20% of your CPU while it's downloading.
Yeah.
And like Steam uses like 4%. So it's like there's
I
all
try
sorts
to
of
use as little Epic Games as I can.
Yeah.
Like, I don't like having so many
So
clients.
people don't necessarily want the Chaff Games launcher, which is where you have to get it because Chaff Games is on their digital stores where you can download and get into the early access for the game. Dark and Darker is great. I had a ton of fun playing it. I look forward to being able to play some more of it.
I would like to play it if I have to download the downloader. If we weren't so busy with motherfucking Baldur's Gate 3 and Madden and oh my God, September's going to kill us.
Yeah.
Starfield, Mortal Kombat, RoboCop, Cyberpunk. September is the Broketober. I don't know what to call it. Septic September. Poop. You just pooping out games constantly. And then, October's no slouch either. Fuck. You got Assassin's Creed, Alan Wake 2, Spider-Man 2, Lords of the Fallen.
Yeah, Lords of the Fallen.
So September and October, yeah, we're about to die.
See, I'll skip Spider-Man. I'll just play Lords of the Fallen because you can't play 3-player and there's no Venom.
We need to do some more rapid fire reviews. Let's do we already have that. So rapid fire review.
Avernium, Immortals of Avernium, and then
Immortals of Avernium and Lords of the Fallen.
And then Liza P.
Which Pinocchio. Very popular.
Definitely gonna die.
Very popular license.
Are you gonna? You should try.
I'll try.
Also, I'm gonna publicly.
horrible.
So this is. I'm sorry, OJ. I have been asking you for fucking months to bring me Bloodborne. Months.
I got you 2 cigars today.
Yeah, but months. Yes, I was very nice. Someone gave OJ some cigars, and he gave them to me. So, yes, I thank you for that. Months I've been asking for Bloodborne. So I'm going to publicly shame your ass on this video that's going on the internet.
Can I have
Bloodborne?
Joe's like, yeah, I got you.
Because those shitbags won't give me Bloodborne on PC, and so I have to, and I don't have the
I'll
disc,
bring it tomorrow. Guarantee.
Okay, we'll see. All right.
There you go. I'm putting my car right now.
Yeah. Mr.Beast Burgers is suing Mr.Beast for $100 million now.
Damn, they must have some
they said, you sue us? You try to get out of contract with us? Motherfuckers, you ain't going nowhere. Oh, you know what? You can go somewhere broke. We want all your money, Mr. Beast.
Just think about how many...
Fuck with us, the burger people. We're going to fuck with you.
The ghost.
Yeah, so all of these people with, that can't hear or can't see now won't get it because he's going to get sued for $100 million. They said this case...
He's got that probably and more.
Yeah. This case is about a social media celebrity who believes his fame means that his word does not matter. They're claiming that there's all sorts of contractual obligations that he had that he just completely ignored. He originally claimed that they wanted to expand too fast. They say, actually, we have proof of the opposite, that he wanted us to rapidly expand during the pandemic. And, they also said that
proof.
But they also said that
it might be that Mr. Beast has a business manager, to take care of that, and that business manager was firing emails left and right, being all into it. When Mr. Beast in his head is like, I don't really like this anymore. I don't want to do it anymore. So it could be something like that. I don't even know how the motherfuckers. What are we doing wrong, Joe? Why are we not making $100 million like Mr. Beast? He's a YouTuber. We're YouTubers.
Because he does crazy stuff.
Do crazy stuff, Joe? You got to go to the mall and hand out money. No, you ain't got no money. Go plant 1,000 trees, Joe. I'll film you.
We just hire an actor.
Oh, my back hurts, man.
No, you plant those fucking
There's only one tree? God damn it. How many?
We'll get a big fucking... I don't know many Mr. Beast videos. What about... does he do the stuff where you get a fucking pool and then put stuff in the pool or something?
You win the car if you the last
touch
one.
it last. That's what? That's shock jock radio. They've been doing that for years.
He does that stuff. I don't know.
Yeah. Well, what we do is we hire an actor for $400, and we have them walk through Best Buy, and we anything that you want, we'll buy for you, and then we just return it when the camera comes off, and we just pay the actor. And then we can do that.
I have the collector's edition of games that nobody wants, like the box, and they're all right, last person to take your hand off it. Well, wait.
PSVR
Everybody
2?
took their hand off it.
Nobody
Nobody wants it.
Is that a PSVR, dude? Sit out of here.
Ain't no one want to climb.
It's a mystery box for $1. I'll take the $1. Damn it. Nobody wants it.
All right, with the new revamped YouTube vlogger Angry Joe show coming soon.
Yeah.
Sorry.
How long is it going to take us to give away our PSVR? Months?
No.
Someone just put on Facebook Marketplace for like $50. So like, yeah, I'll take it for free.
Yeah.
$50 for it.
No, $600. we need a refurb Steam Deck.
Okay. Now, if you don't believe them, that this kind of makes some sense because they also claimed that. So Mr. Beast is like, hey, the burgers are gross. And
Yes.
they said, no, our burgers are, quote, excellent.
No.
And so now I know that they're
Your
full
burgers
of
are
that they're full of shit.
No. Our burgers are every single burger we've ever made was excellent.
No.
Mr. Beast, if you need a character witness, if you need somebody with personal experience with your burgers that were fucking terrible, that taste like Lunch Lady Burger.
Man, I like Lunch Lady burgers. I don't like that you putting down Lunch Lady burgers. Because,
Well,
like, they're
my
below.
Lunch Lady, I don't know about your Lunch Lady, but my Lunch Lady made some rank-ass burgers, and you taste it, and it tastes like the smell of underarm, like the smell of
Whoa.
armpits.
Oh.
It's like she just
Bad.
rubbing that
Is
meat.
OJ your lunch
She
lady?
just
Like, what-
rubbing the meat all up in her underarm. Hey, I knows how you kids like it spicy.
You're scaring us.
You're scaring us, lady.
yeah.
No.
The
that's
food was
bad.
not good.
Well, there's
when I
also
was
just
a
thousands
kid.
and thousands of pictures of raw chicken, like people taking a bite out of the chicken sandwich, and it's just.
Well, that's what
completely
happens
raw.
when you order it medium rare.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, no, that's
You can't order chicken medium rare.
you can in Japan, just not.
What?
Here. Yeah, I've eaten
They're
chicken sashimi,
crazy.
Yeah.
F that.
Yeah. All right, let's talk about Kai Cenat, another YouTuber who's.
Wait! Don't go away from that. So what happened? So he sues them, and now
They're
they're
gonna
suing
countersue,
him
and
for
now-
$100 million, saying that you're lying. You
So
wanted us to expand.
He wanted to
Contract.
expand, and he also said that they're claiming that Mr. Beast had obligations to the Mr. Beast burgers to
Yeah.
do stuff for it to make the brand go big, and he just did
And
none
he
of it.
just didn't do
none
it.
of it. And so if they do have a contract,
That I believe.
yeah, if
Because
that,
he's super busy. He's like, oh, I'm doing my next video
you know,
and stuff.
if you
and
are
it's-
super busy and you sign a contract with a company that's worth millions and millions of dollars, and the brand, your brand, it's also worth
You're
hundreds
gonna-
of tens of
yeah.
millions of dollars is on there, and you don't do that stuff,
Yeah.
you're getting fucking sued.
How do you think this is going to shake out, Joe?
They
Who's
have
going to
meet in
win?
the middle. Meet in the
Mr.
middle.
Beast or Mr. Beast Burgers? The Burger Beast or Beast?
Beast.
You think Beast is going to win?
Yeah.
Contracts,
bad.
man. Contracts are fucking a crazy thing. I think maybe if it gets too messy as it goes along, maybe they'll settle with each other.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. Them probably meet in the
Out
middle.
of court,
but-
we'll never know the
Yeah.
details of anything.
But who knows? Maybe Mr. Beast Burgers are like, no, we're not fucking settling. You're giving me your
If they got
YouTube
that hard
money
evidence.
now.
Yeah.
If they have the evidence. But
Yeah.
also, I don't believe them because they say the burgers are excellent.
You
so,
fucked with the wrong ghost kitchen.
Yeah.
It's like, this is how we make our money. Taking people's brands. Your brand. Ours. And Mr. Beast is like, oh, fuck. Somebody needs to make an animation.
Like the next 30 Mr. Beast videos will be him eating a burger, going like, "This is delicious. This does not taste like lunch lady underarm."
You try it again. Maybe it'll be better.
Yeah.
You want to do another one? Oh, God. Joe. You eat it, and I'll watch. Okay?
Wait.
How about that?
I like burgers. I don't want those burgers, but we can just pretend.
Yo,
You've
yeah,
never had
Alex.
it, though.
Alex
See,
never
you've
had it,
never
so we
had
have to
I'm
do it
good.
for Alex. We'll get another Mr. Beast burger. If there's another big development in there, then
Then we'll
do
try it again.
We'll
We'll
do
try it
something
again.
else.
We'll do something.
Free burgers? I'm down.
But it has to be a big development.
Yeah. All right, so Kai Cenat may be going to jail. He's the Twitch guy, YouTuber that was like, "Hey, everyone,
Oh shit!
come to the center of this major city, one of the
Oh,
most the
my
busiest
God.
cities in the world. I'm gonna give you free stuff," and thousands of people literally rioted.
Yeah.
And even he was like looking at a lot of what the people were doing, and he's like, "These people are rioting." And that's not what he intended. There's
Yeah.
no, I do not for 1 second do I think that he was
did it maliciously.
maliciously.
No.
But he also he did it stupidly, and because if
Stupidly,
you,
yes.
you cannot do that. And so he's being charged. And so according to the police department, it is let's see, riot, inciting a riot and unlawful assembly. And then a lot of these carry like 2 to 4 potential years of jail time, plus fines and things. They're all felonies. So according to Cenat himself, he's like, I'm being hit with multiple charges. For me, streaming, I'm gonna have to chill for a little bit due to the fact that I got court dates that I got to appear to. My first court date is August 16th. It just says he's gonna have to kind of pull back
he needs to focus on this
and then focus on all this stuff because
he
he probably wants to avoid jail time at all costs. Just kind of pay the fines and make this go away. But as we reported last time, we're talking about over 1,000 police officers were sent there. You're talking about massive amounts of money to try to quell this, tons of property damage. I mean, you had people out there that were expecting a bunch of free stuff that were just breaking in cars and stuff instead. And it's like,
Jesus, what the fuck?
It was a problem.
Why are they? I don't know.
Because people are
I know.
garbage
I
people.
understand going to a place and think I'm gonna get a free thing, but my first reaction is not, fuck this place, someone set this fucking shit on fire, or I'm gonna break everything that I see until somebody gives me a free PlayStation 5.
Unfortunately, there's people out there like that.
That's right.
Well, maybe the person who broke into the car was mad that he got a PSVR 2 instead. He was expecting something good, and they gave him a PSVR.
Oh, fuck!
And then he's just like,
That's it. I'm
Got it
gonna
right.
break this random car, but I'm gonna take this home, and I'm gonna sell it for $1.
got a riot.
God damn it.
All right, for the first time in Call of Duty history, everything that you've unlocked in the last year's game was going to carry over to the next one. So Modern Warfare 2, Infinity Ward, any attachments, gun skins, anything that also exists in the next game, because anytime they say everything, if there's something for a car that doesn't exist in the next one, you can't bring that thing over. People who are probably going to be mad about that. And then war tracks, because which are licensed songs that you can use in games, because the license, it's not the same thing.
Oh, my Karate Man.
Yeah, but wait, you don't have that in the new one. You have that in the old one, I thought.
Damn it.
So that one.
How long has it been?
You've already lost that one.
God damn it.
You don't get that
That's
one.
how long it's been since we played.
So this year's reboot of Modern Warfare 3, led by Sledgehammer Games, which has not made very good games lately, will be the first to break the cycle. All guns and virtually every cosmetic earned in 2022's Modern Warfare will carry forward to the new game. Do you guys think it's good?
I don't believe you. I don't believe you. So this is what we wanted in Modern Warfare to Modern Warfare 2, because like I had really cool skins. What did I have? I had like Judge Dredd, John Claim, fucking Sly. We had everything, and none of that shit carried over. And now you're telling me you're gonna do it. Now you're telling me the skins of my guns will come over. So that makes confirmation that all the guns in Modern Warfare 2 are gonna be in Modern Warfare 3. That's a little concerning, because it's like, okay, so is it just a copy-paste? It's not a whole new set of guns?
I mean, Sledgehammer doesn't have the talent that it looks like to do anything more than a copy-paste job, I don't think. So I don't know.
But, okay, so if it is legit, then that is a positive thing. I will give you a small amount of praise. It's like, this is what you should have been doing. This is how it should be. But I do not believe that until I see it, that I'm going to get to carry over. But honestly, for that reason, I didn't buy. Did you buy any skins this time around? I didn't buy any skins this time around. Maybe one. My memory is failing me. I never even played the Homelander. I don't know if that's still going on.
The Nicki Minaj?
But I don't think we played.
We didn't play Nicki Minaj.
No, we didn't do it. Yeah, Nicki Minaj. So Nicki Minaj will carry over to Modern Warfare 3. Is that what you're saying? Snoop Dogg?
Maybe.
It says virtually every cosmetic. I don't know.
Virtually. Nah, I don't believe it.
Yeah.
See, I don't believe it. When you say virtually, they leave enough wiggle room where 90% of it doesn't carry over. And we were like, but you said virtually, and they said, yeah, and Call of Duty VR, which doesn't exist.
Okay, so they said the caveats are, so the reason they say virtually, and there's a 20-section FAQ.
Oh my God.
Cosmetics for vehicles that won't exist in Modern Warfare 3 obviously won't carry over. War tracks, which are special songs, but it looks like everything else will, including Nicki Minaj and all the other stuff.
So what is Modern Warfare 3?
Modern Warfare 3 is just the new Sledgehammer game that's coming out. And so, like, I think this is a good consumer thing.
But they're talking about the mode. Are they talking about multiplayer and Battle Royale, or are they just talking about...
Well, Battle Royale is a separate thing.
Right.
So it looks like this is going to be a single-player, multiplayer only.
Okay, so anything that was in multiplayer Call of Duty Modern Warfare 2 is going to carry over to Call of Duty Modern Warfare 3 multiplayer. We're not talking about the Battle Royale, which I thought is the same thing because you can carry over all of the
Well,
things.
yeah, we're
and
not
the
resetting
things.
Warzone, so everything that's already
I don't know. I just don't believe it, and I need to see it before I believe it.
Yeah. This is again, if you're not keeping up with Call of Duty, Modern Warfare 2 is the current one. We're getting another Modern Warfare the year after. This is also evidence that this new game may not feel like a new game, right? Because
That's what I'm worried about.
So I didn't want to buy Black Ops. All the Black Ops guns were terrible. The campaign was like meh, and a lot of people didn't do it. The same thing happened with the one that followed it.
Yeah.
And so it's like I don't know if this is going to be a good business decision for them. How likely are you going to want to jump into Modern Warfare 3 if it's not a whole lot of new unlocks and you're carrying over all the other information? So
okay, I went to look at what is available for sale, to see if there would be anything cool that I would want to carry over. So Joe, no, maybe scroll through this site. So there's what? Remember the first one that came out was Claws, right? That you might want to. No, I was like, nah, none of that, none of this, none of this, none of this. There's Mr. Hips, which is a bunny.
And
so you could be a bunny, like a literal bunny rabbit. You could be a kitty, Mr. Pss, 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 pss. So you could be a kitty cat. I didn't know this. So now there's non-humans in Call of Duty. Like, did you know this? That there's okay. I mean, I'm not gonna be mad at a cat. I like kitties. There's Pyro looks kind of cool, and then you have the boys stuff, which is Homelander. The only one here that I would potentially think about is Homelander, and that's it. There's Snoop Dogg, but I don't think I'd buy Snoop Dogg. And then a guy called Possessed. He looks pretty cool. I like red and black. But I'm surprised at the lack of cool fucking skins in Modern Warfare 2. And it's like, maybe the only reason why this is happening is because they didn't get no sales, right? And they're like, well, these are still available, and don't worry, they'll carry over.
Discount price?
Yeah. Because, the first Modern Warfare had good skins, and those things sold, right? And then they're like, nope, those don't carry over.
Yeah, it's hard for me to judge because Call of Duty is something that is not on my radar. I'm not interested in it at all. And there was a time where it was the last Infinity War Modern Warfare that wasn't this most recent one. I played a ton. I even when we go home and we'd log on, we play multiplayer, we'd grind Damascus, we do all the crazy stuff. And when that game ended and we went to the second one, it's just not interested. And so now that I'm not interested in this next one.
Yeah.
And so it's you got to do something crazy because I haven't liked your maps in a long time. I don't think your multiplayer is any good.
We don't like your skins. We don't like your maps. The gameplay was a little.
Yeah, you're in a 60-yard by 60-yard battle arena that someone constantly has a helicopter bombarding everything, earning infinite kill streaks. It's what's fun about that? There's nothing.
That was Battlefield 2042.
Yeah, well, it's what Modern Warfare 2 multiplayer is right now. You're just sitting there oh, you can shoot me through the roof of the building. That's cool and fun.
Awesome.
I love this. So, okay.
All right.
It's a bold move, and we'll see if it works out.
Bold move, Cotton.
All right. I'm going to ask you guys a question.
Yes.
Square Enix just was talking about the sales for Final Fantasy 16. Based on Square Enix track record, do you think that they said that it was acceptable, amazing, or disappointment?
Disappointment.
Amazing!
We
exceeded our expectations in sales. We made all of the money that exists in the world. Yeah. We did it. No, obviously they said, well, guys, we got bad news. Final Fantasy 16 did not meet our sales expectations.
Yeah. And so what's crazy is last month, Square Enix said the sales of the game were extremely strong, having surpassed 3 million units worldwide in under a week.
And we called that, we said sus. I think Alex was even like,
I don't believe you.
I don't believe you.
Because anytime they talk to their investors, anytime they talk to the public, they eventually change their mind and go, they didn't meet because their expectations are always astronomical. And
they want gazillion.
Yeah, they want a gazillion. So in the post-earnings call to analysts, The CEO said,
I can start giving you links now directly because I've signed in here. So if Alex or me come in, then boom,
very
make it
perfect.
pass them on. So their expectations were not met, and they're actually blaming the PS5 that not a lot of people are going out and buying the PS5. Didn't have a very strong launch catalog. Not a lot of people wanted to rush out there and get into the new one. Plus, there just wasn't any to buy. It was a huge hassle for a lot of people to be able to buy them in the first place. So it's kind of blaming the PlayStation 5 for the weak sales. This did a lot of bad things to their stock price. Their stock fell as much as 15%. Which is a pretty big thing.
Yeah,
for
I
a
don't
company
know
their size.
why. I don't know what, because I think there's more in there that this one didn't do as well. Do you think maybe everybody was waiting for Final Fantasy VII Part 2, and then when something else comes out, like, nah, I'm gonna wait for Final Fantasy VII Part 2.
Games evolve, right? And so they're doing different things with Final Fantasies in the last, I would say, 10 years than they've done previously. And this is also another step in a way where you're not controlling your party, right? You're only
Yeah, because that's what you were saying last time. You wanted to control the party.
I totally agree with you on this point, and I think it's a negative side to it, and I enjoy the party, but I don't think that affects sales. If it does, I think it's so small in comparison to where I'm talking like pre-hype, you know, before the game comes out. And then there is something to be said for word of mouth afterwards, right? The word of mouth would have been bigger, perhaps, if you can control a party. I don't know.
What's crazy is like they're taking the franchise into a more action-based combat, more Devil May Cry stuff, and you'd think that is a bigger pool for people to want to, an audience to pull from, because that's a massive audience. A lot of games are switching into more action-based stuff. Look at Resident Evil. Resident Evil is not a horror game at all anymore. It's just a fucking action game that sometimes has zombies. And they did it, and they're making tons of money doing it because that is a massive audience that they're trying to capture. And I don't know why it's not working for Square Enix when it's working for everyone else. And it may be due to the fact that they only sell shit on PlayStation. And so they're limiting the number of people they can sell to. It's a PS5 exclusive. There's not a lot of people, like comparatively speaking, that have PS5s. They don't have any of the PC market. So I think we're seeing them get bit by being on that console and be that exclusive. So 15% stock drop is pretty significant. A lot of people were pretty upset about that. But this is just Square Enix. They've been disappointed even when they have games do really, really well. They're like, well, we're disappointed because
Do they have numbers in there?
Of how much it sold.
Yeah.
Last month they said that they surpassed 3 million units in under a week, but they haven't said what they were expecting or what it's hit for this period of time. Just that
their expectations are always way above. So
yeah, I don't know what they were expecting, but with Final Fantasy,
I can tell you. Let me inject this one in here because it pertains. So the Callisto Protocol studio, they just laid off 32 employees. And it makes sense. Usually when a game comes out, even if it's successful, well, no. If it's successful, you're probably hiring on more people, do a sequel, DLC and stuff. But if it's not successful, as Callisto Protocol was not, then you are going to naturally have some people drop off. The reason why I brought it up is because they put some actual numbers in here, and I'm wondering how this compares to, Final Fantasy 16. So let's see. Callisto Protocol sales were an even bigger problem. However, in January, publisher Krafton revised its expectations drastically downward from what they expected, which is 5 million copies, to sold to just 2 million. And acknowledged that even achieving the lower figure of 2 million will not be easy. 2 million units sold hardly sounds like a flop, but Krafton said at the time that it had sunk more than $161 million into the development of Callisto Protocol over 3 years. So that's the story on Callisto Protocol right now, and the aftershock and the aftermath of fucking that up. Taking a layup and screwing it up with bad gameplay mechanics, even though it looks pretty. So, and then you said that Final Fantasy 16 is underperforming.
Yeah, they said that
what million?
3 million was what it made in just a couple weeks.
3 million.
And they said it was strong. They said extremely strong, having surpassed 3 million units worldwide in under a week. The first week it did that. So it's probably continued to do.
So what I'm thinking is that Final Fantasy sold, I'm going to assume that Callisto Protocol, they're struggling to reach 2 million, probably like 1.5 million, right? So Callisto Protocol made half of what Final Fantasy 16 made. Yeah. I can see why that would be a disappointment, because I would assume that Final Fantasy 16 just has the name. It would make even more than that. If these motherfuckers are over here thinking we're gonna sell 5 million copies with Callisto Protocol, then I think that's probably at least what Square Enix would have assumed that they would make, and they're not making.
The
it.
problem is the number of PS5s. It's like how many people own a PS5? So Callisto Protocol came out on all the consoles, and it came out on PC. And so it's like you're releasing an exclusive game in a smaller ecosystem, and even if you have like a 60%,
Well, 40 million is a pretty huge ecosystem.
well, so they're probably
40 million consoles since 2020.
So like, what do you think they sold? 4 million copies? So 10%, like 10% is massive. If 10% of all consumers in a certain group are buying your product,
Man,
you did well.
You're right, but you're also wrong. You remember when Xbox came out? That fucking Halo was the number was almost 1 for 1. You buy an Xbox, you bought Halo. Boom. That's 100%. It was like 90% attachment rate.
But that was like release. That was a launch title. So like Final Fantasy not being, if Final Fantasy 16 had been a launch title with PlayStation 5, I'm thinking we hit that number.
Yeah, you're right. You're right. But 10% is still pretty low.
Yeah.
Pretty low.
Yeah, I don't know why. I mean, maybe it was
I don't know why
bad
either.
15. I mean, I don't think 15 was a good game. So maybe it's how bad 15 was. But
Maybe
everyone
it just didn't excite people in the ads, or it looked too generic to them. But honestly, all the Final Fantasies look kind of like that. And that's my snap judgment from a non-Final Fantasy, fan. Now I am with Final Fantasy 7, but it's puzzling.
It's very puzzling, and it actually makes me worried about the future of Final Fantasy VII Remake 2, and then the ones that follow that.
We don't need to be worried about that one.
You don't think so?
No.
So
no.
if people have kind of soured on some of the the new modern Final Fantasy stuff, I know the fans are rabid as ever because people like even in our chats are nuts and unrealistic about everything dealing with that. How it's the most perfect game that's ever perfected in history, but the fans, they'll always have their fans. But I don't know.
So here, let's get some perspective. So it's one of the fastest selling PlayStation 4 games, which was Final Fantasy VII, the remake, selling more than 3.5 million copies within 3 days, and then 5 million by August 2020.
That's PS4.
Callisto Protocol, you thought you was going to sell 5 million copies? Who the fuck did you think you was? Talking about overestimating, Square Enix overestimating. The Callisto Protocol publisher, a bunch of morons. You thought you were going to sell Final Fantasy VII numbers with a new IP. No.
I thought that when a year before the game came out, when we first started seeing the trailers, I could have said you had a 50-50 shot to sell 5 million at that point because the game looked incredible. It was made by it had all of the hype and the pedigree of the team. And then when it turned out, I mean, of course, it turned out the way that it did, but the game was on my list of most anticipated games because I was excited to play that game. And the second you got your hands on it, you're like, oh, no.
I don't want to play this anymore.
I don't want to play this game.
No.
It is not good at all. And so I can understand if they were being like really optimistic, shooting for 5 million. But like Final Fantasy VII Part 1 was on PS4 and PS4 only, right?
Yeah.
And so the number of PS4 sold is...
Yeah.
Astronomical compared to PS5.
Yeah, let's look that up. But 5 million copies sold is amazing. That's astronomical. Everybody aspires to do that. PlayStation.
Well, we were just talking about Tears of the Kingdom being incredible, selling 18 million. That's like the max. So.
Okay, so get this. PlayStation 4, there's 117 million sold. Okay? So now that's making sense if we're doing law of averages and stuff. It's like there are fewer PS5s. So that number currently of Final Fantasy 16 sold doesn't look all that bad when you more than half, less than half of the number of this. A third of the consoles sold. What the fuck were you expecting, Square Enix? Anyway, sorry we're dragging this one
yeah.
out. But I love discussion. We don't need to be rushing through these. So yeah,
That's
they're
what we
making
always
more
said about
sense now.
Square Enix. They
Starting
just-
to come into focus.
Yeah, even the articles like we just don't understand. I'm read you.
I'm starting to understand though.
The company is infamously critical of sales and
Yes.
often sets inflated targets, noting earlier this year.
Oh yes, that
and
is.
it's just like they're just
That's
nuts.
what you meant. You don't understand why Square Enix is like, this needs to sell 10 million.
Yeah, it's like, oh, Avengers is gonna be amazing, and it's like, So they need to fix their shit, and they need to really hope that Final Fantasy VII 2's almost guaranteed success is gonna carry them for a while because the profits hurting quite a bit. So
Yeah.
all right, that's what I got. You had some other ones you wanted. You have one more you want to add?
Oh, Shredder is in more.
That's
That
right.
one I would get. I would do a Shredder. So that's the only thing I care about.
Do you
carrying
want
over.
Kevin Durant?
Kevin Durant? No, I don't want Kevin.
You want to be
Durant.
7 foot tall on a battlefield?
Right.
No.
Yeah. So my news stories, I got. What did they do? Oh, Avowed. So everybody remember Avowed? If you don't, that's Obsidian's trying to do like a Skyrim, right, kind of thing. They did it. The recent trailer that
expect-
came out didn't
don't
look as
expect
good
it,
as
right?
the idea that we had for it, right? Well, it was going to apparently be a multiplayer game until they realized, no, we want to make an Obsidian game, not something different. And yeah, so which is good because we've seen what happens when a company is outside of their comfort zone.
BioWare.
Redfall, BioWare, trying to do things that they don't really know how to do. You need more money for that. You need more development, and I don't think Avowed has a massive budget like, Elder Scrolls and Skyrim eventually got. So they said, we eventually made the decision to cut the multiplayer and really focus in on where Obsidian shines in the, RPG elements in the gameplay. But initially, one of the things they were trying to push for was multiplayer, and I kept on it for a long time. But in the end, I know it was the wrong decision to keep pushing it.
I wonder if we're going to hear something from them talking about Baldur's Gate. And they're like, don't expect that's
Yeah,
an anomaly.
that's
It's like, hey, what are you talking about? You got Microsoft money. You guys have tons of resources.
Yeah, so it's just not something that they're not comfortable with. And honestly, at least in this article, this person's like, I don't care. RPGs are one genre I'm not all that interested in co-op. And I'm just thinking to myself, man, how much fun did we have in motherfucking Baldur's Gate with had 4-player
I thought you were
co-op?
going to bring
So
it back
now
in Two
I'm like,
Worlds. Remember
Two Worlds.
They'd show up.
Two
It's
Worlds
me.
All I remember is that animation, Joe, of like, it was the one game that let you dual wield and let you do this.
That's all
when
we
you
did.
do well. That's all we did. We walked around the world just doing this. And it had its charm.
It did.
It had its
It
charm.
did.
Two Worlds 2. Was it Two Worlds or Two Worlds 2 that allowed you to do the animation? That shit, we old. Anyways, no, man, I like co-op in RPGs. I want co-op in RPGs, but if it is a single-player experience that's well-crafted, then yeah, fine. But it's just that extra sauce in there, that extra thing that goes, wow, my money is even more valued, and I got my money's worth. But anyway, so Avowed is going to be single player only, and like the boy said, it kind of looked rough
It looks very rough.
in the latest thing. Did we talk about Take-Two yet?
No.
Not this week. We did last week, yeah.
Oh, okay. So I'll tack on to that. So what did we talk about last week on Take-Two?
Oh,
The Red Dead. What I thought we were going to talk about. Is the Red Dead.
we have Red Dead. Yeah, it's in here. Where
Go ahead, talk about that.
Red Dead. We originally were talking about. Everyone was very excited because we're talking about a Red Dead remastered.
Yeah.
Yes,
they were
whoa.
talking. They're like, everything's looking like it's not just a simple PC port. We're actually going to do the work and bring it. And
I was starting to get hyped. I'm like, yeah, that sounds okay. Okay, updated graphics, maybe some story, maybe some new elements. I'm down. I'm ready. And it turns out that that's not what it is.
Yeah, it's a port.
It's a fucking PS4 and Switch port of Red Dead 1. And we've seen how well Rockstar does with motherfucking ports. allowing other companies to like port their shit. It was a fucking disaster last time.
And it's $50.
Oh my god.
So,
What?
yeah.
$50? No, fuck off. Red Dead Redemption 2? Red Dead Redemption 3? No, Red Dead Redemption 1, $50 on Switch. It's like, bro, that's been out for a while. What's wrong with you? People were like, hey, what are you talking about? Strauss Zelnick says the port is actually the price is commercially accurate.
Why?
Because we give me all the fuck you give me money.
Well,
that's why. Fuck you give me money, Joe. That's why. Why? How dare you ask White? It's commercially accurate because I know motherfuckers are gonna give me $50 for it. That's why.
He has a new $42 million compensation package we talked about last week, and he's got to be able to fucking make
justify
enough money to pay
that.
for it. Now, if you're looking to play this game and you don't want to do any of this shit, it's already available on Xbox Series X in 4K because of Xbox Series XS backwards compatibility. And it's been available on Microsoft platforms for years. So all you have to do is not fucking buy it and play it like on Xbox or in their little ecosystem. I think it may be even available to be played on PC via like Game Pass. And then you don't have to give this asshole who now makes an absurd amount of money, $50 to play it on a Switch that will probably barely be able to run it.
That's just what we believe is the commercially accurate price for it. After IGN asked, question the pricing. That is hilarious. And this guy here at PC Gamer, I want to give credit to him. He goes, this was a phrase so redolent of the boardroom that it causes physical damage to people without MBAs. This $50 is commercially accurate. That's some CEO's talk. Wow. Funny stuff. This guy here's name Joshua Wolins of PC.
So
Gamer.
just if you were wondering, they say that it's worth it because you get the base game, but you also get Undead Nightmare.
It's not worth it. It's commercially accurate.
Commercially accurate, yeah.
Because the DLC is bundled in. Fuck off.
Yeah. So just play it in Xbox or within their ecosystem. It's already available. It's in 4K. You don't have to give this
Nope.
this butthole $50.
That seems pretty high to me for a game that old and trying to resell it and doing bare minimum. Like I might have paid $50 if you did the work.
What
Like
do you
a
think he is,
real
Nintendo?
remaster.
Sell me an old ass game. not marking it down at all. It's like, oh, it is for Switch.
Or Nintendo.
So people on Switch are used to paying full max $60 price for a game that came out 15 years ago.
Yeah, and a little side note onto the Red Dead. In a separate thing, that CEO was asked about the Red Dead movie. Hey, you guys doing any licensing and things like that? Well, don't expect a Red Dead Redemption movie anytime soon because the boss, the same guy, says the film industry is a really hard business, and he's not looking to rush into it.
Yeah, child casinos are so much easier to run.
Yeah, it's making
Because
lots
what
of
happens
money.
is children put in real money, and then you give them GTA bucks that don't have value, and then it's profit.
Let me just show you how much of a fucking moron this guy is. Strauss Zelnick again. He said that's actually not the case at all because film and television projects are too risky for the quote-unquote, are you ready for some more boardroom talk from Strauss? They're too risky for the relatively small economic opportunity they represent. Small economic opportunity. I wonder if this guy has ever been to the movies recently.
Oh, no.
With
He's too busy
Barbie
in the yacht.
making $1.1 billion
Super
now.
Mario.
Super Mario is an even better example. I saved it for later, making, I don't know, $1 billion. And video game licenses, doing well. Sonic did well. Didn't make $1 billion, but it did well.
Made hundreds of millions of dollars.
Pikachu did well. So this...
The Last of Us is nominated for I don't know how
Hilarious.
many Emmys. Like, there's all sorts of opportunities.
Relatively small opportunity.
Netflix is lighting their own IPs on fire. The ones they have now, they're going to need new ones. So when Netflix is done, wearing the husk of The Witcher, they'll need something new. And Red Dead is perfect for them. They can ruin that. So it's like there's all sorts of money to be made. He just hasn't figured it out.
So, you know, when brought that, because somebody did mention the Super Mario Brothers movie to him, because Captain Obvious, he replies with, "Well, there are many failures where money was lost." God, his brain is literally only one thing. But
Maybe he's
that's
thinking
what
about the
CEOs
Super
are.
Mario
Yeah.
Brother movie.
He's thinking, thinking the previous one, Joe.
Yes, and
That movie is
and
great.
Street Fighter.
Yeah.
That
He
movie's
is.
also great.
I guess he was thinking about the Assassin's Creed movie. That's the movie he went to, and he was
Yeah.
super disappointed. And he left the theater. We're not doing a Wild West movie. Nobody likes Wild West anymore. I'm not going to make all of the money. I would only make a small amount of money, and that is unacceptable. Shut fuck off. You know how fucking popular, you know, this shit would be, like on HBO, right? Like a TV series of Red Dead,
Last
something like
Nobody
that.
wants
Just-
cowboy stuff. Wasn't Yellowstone like a big hit?
Yeah,
biggest hit
no,
on TV.
that bombed. Nobody watched Yellowstone.
Nobody wants.
Nobody wants
anything.
Yellow. They didn't have 3 or 4 spinoffs of the goddamn Wild West. Oh my god, idiot. What a
Well.
moron. Okay, well but he said it's a really hard business, and we're not gonna bet this company's future or the value of our intellectual properties based on someone else's execution in other areas of the entertainment business. So he doesn't want to give control. So here's another fucking boneheaded move from this guy. Instead of looking for partners that would do a good job,
Craig
like,
Manson.
I don't know, HBO's The Last of Us and adaptations. But he's not wrong on the Halo, you know, for Paramount. Just don't work with Paramount.
Borderlands, like everything sounds like that movie's gonna be a giant disaster. But like, there's also dudes like Craig Manson who did Chernobyl that everyone universally loves, and they did Last of Us, what everyone universally loves. It's like,
Yeah, there are people out there that you can work with where you're not betting the company's future. And I'm not sure if this guy knows that you could license out as well. People come to you, and then you have no expense, and you just say, yeah, sure, if you can get it funded, our licensing fee is going to be 20%. So you give me all 20% of everything that you earn. I don't know. Anyways, he says, however, we will continue to be very selective indeed. So maybe in the far future
So
he
don't
will
expect it.
do you know, rock stars type movies, but don't expect it anytime soon. So with any of the properties from Red Dead, because Strauss doesn't think that it would do well in the movies or on HBO or anything.
I still think this guy's gonna charge $80 for GTA 6.
So I will be so pissed.
Minimum price,
Yes.
and then like,
It sounds like it was something he would do. Yep.
And deluxe packages. and
oh
all
yeah,
that fun
that's
stuff.
coming for sure. But I think the base price is he's going over $70. He's just like, oh no, our game is bigger because the GTA's usually
I
are
think
bigger games.
the more sinister thing is to make one of those digital deluxe so desirable or whatever, to try to make the $100 one the base price.
Oh, so you can play 2 weeks early,
Something like
Yeah.
that.
And do you think it's going to come with a casino day one?
Yeah.
Child
Of course,
casino day
of
one.
course.
It's Shark Cards Day 1.
Of
Shark Cards
course.
Day 1. Anyway, it was GTA 6. Stay tuned. Strauss is excited for making
working
all
on
the
something.
money. But that's it
All
for
of
this
the
one. Joe, you have any?
No.
Yeah, so we got, that's it for this one. Thank you guys so much. I want to give a shout out to our sponsors, Extra Wallets. We've worked with them. We've created right here, bam, our own exclusive black on black with a custom design and a bottle opener. Trying to come up with some cool gadget stuff. They're awesome, guys. Links down below for some % off for you. And thank you for watching. We will see you on the next Angry Joe Show. Bye, guys.